This is the Unit 3 and 4 test project by Katrina Seepeck. The first story that will be covered is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. The summary of this story is, a man named Gregor, who worked very hard as a traveling salesman, wakes up one morning and finds himself in the body of an insect. It is very difficult for him to move. His mother knocks on the door, but when he answers, he finds that his voice sounds squeaky. His office manager comes into the family's apartment as Gregor's entire family crowds around the door. They all assume he was ill, but his office manager still warns him the danger of being late to work. After struggling for a long time, Gregor finally manages to get out of bed and unlock the door. His family and office manager were standing outside the open door, horrified to see Gregor as an insect. He lived the rest of his life in this new inconvenient insect body, but he dealt with it. A main theme is that life is absurd, and although Gregor did much work to benefit his family and do good, he still turned into an insect. Sometimes crazy things happen for crazy reasons, or no reason at all. Maybe it just happens to the best of us, as absurd as it seems. The real-world relation is that Gregor turned into an insect. He, like many other people, could not do things he was able to do in the past. People go through similar things, and it makes us appreciate what we have. Despite what had happened, Gregory was calm about the change. He accepted himself for who he became, and sometimes that's what those people need to do. A woman in a car accident with the name of Laurel Peary was nearly killed but miraculously lived. With the injury of a herniated disc, she is thankful to be alive, although she cannot do the things that she was able to do before. The second story that will be covered is called The Lady or the Tiger by Francis Richard Stockton. The story summary is that once a crime was committed, the suspect would be taken to an arena. A choice would have to be made. The suspect could either choose a door that had a tiger or a door that had a lovely maiden that they would soon marry. The only trick is nobody knew which door was which. A boy who was the lower status than the king fell in love with his daughter. This offended the king. He was thrown in the arena and forced to choose the lady or the tiger. Again, this story was by Francis Richard Stockton. The central theme is choices and consequences. In life, we have two choices, right and wrong. Sometimes we don't know what we are doing is right, but we must always keep moving forward. Citation is at the bottom. A world relation is that many people are still executed for many reasons today. Some are fair and some are not. Unlike the story where the suspect has the choice of right and wrong, a judge must make the choice of right and wrong without 100% knowing for sure if it is the right choice. The next story is The Night Face Up by Julio Cortázar and Paul Blackburn. In the plot summary, a man gets into a car accident and slips into his sleep. His real world and dream world state gets mixed up multiple times, and he dreams of the wild Aztecs. The main theme is the contrast itself. The literary technique of contrast between the real world and the dream world is the theme all in itself. The real-world relation is that many similar situations happen when people slip into comas. We wonder what they are thinking about as they are asleep. Many times, people would wake up from comas. They would report feeling that they were dreaming of reality. In total, we reviewed 3 stories: Metamorphosis, The Lady or the Tiger, and The Night Face Up. All the necessary citations are at the bottom of each slide. This project was by Katrina Seepeck.